Can international students get a credit card in Australia? Short answer, yes, you can. So, in December 2023, I graduated with my Bachelor's of Business Marketing degree. And before that, I got into a couple of conversations which basically were around building up your credit score. मेरे को हमेशा से property investing में घुसना है. I want to invest real estate वगैरह. So I asked someone who was more experienced than me about what I can start doing from now to build my credit score. तो उन्होंने बताया कि credit score is a mixture of credit score for an international student is a mixture of if you're paying your dues in time, bills, rents, वगैरह वगैरह. Another thing she told me was look into getting a credit card for yourself, because once you get a credit card and once you start paying those bills and everything, it starts building up your credit score, because as of now everybody's credit score will be excellent. Even if you start off as an international student, आपका excellent ही होगा कोई भी आपके अपनी बैंक अकाउंट की साइट पर. So my primary bank account as an international student was Commonwealth Bank, and I think I went to Commonwealth Bank in October. So December I was supposed to graduate, which makes my visa expiry 15th of March 2024, and I will be applying for my 485 in a couple of weeks. But when I went to the Commonwealth Bank in October, what I'm going to tell you is the conversation I had with one of the representatives there. And I asked her for consent. I asked her if I can record. She was very uncomfortable with me recording, but she said that whatever we've talked about, I can use that in a video. So I'm going to tell you what we talked about. As soon as I went to Commonwealth Bank, I basically had to book an appointment first. And in the appointment form, I had to tell them कि मैंने appointment क्यों book करी है. तो appointment मैंने book की थी to talk about credit cards. Before that, I was already researching what sort of credit cards do they have, कितना interest है, कितनी annual fees है, benefits क्या क्या है, and a lot of them were very expensive as well, and some were student friendly as well. Just an FYI, ऐसा कोई student credit card नहीं है किसी भी बैंक के पास. There is not a international student credit card for any of the banks. So just keep that in mind while you're doing your research. So I went to Commonwealth Bank and I asked her. She asked me that, okay, what's your annual income? I told her that I'm doing 2 to 3 different casual jobs at the moment. तो मेरी कोई ऐसी annual income नहीं है because shifts vary and मेरे पास ऐसे कोई contract भी नहीं है. She's like, okay, 100% understood. So she asked me, tell me about how many shifts you're getting and how many hours you're doing. जैसे आपको पता है, as of July 2023, international students can only work 24 hours a week. तो मैंने उसको बताया कि I'm only working 24 hours a week. I'm working, one of the jobs I had was Scape. So I was a student ambassador at Scape. So I told her that I was working at Scape and my hourly rate is X amount. Then another job that I have is Adelaide Oval and my hourly rate is X amount. And another job I have is in my university as a TikTok ambassador. So I was working in marketing for my university and uska pay rate hai X amount. So these 3 jobs ke saath, I am only working 24 hours and I'm earning X amount. तो उसने कहा ठीक है. She had all my financial details open. Everything was reflected green, red. So she had everything. So that is how I got to know that they have a connect with everything. ATO, Australian Taxation Office, TFN, bank account का सबका connect सबके पास है. So another point, just be careful. Don't जो आपकी student visa guidelines में हैं उसको adhere करो. Adhere to your student visa guidelines because everybody has information about everything. Second, okay, what she told me was that, okay, your suggested annual income passes our limit, so you are eligible for a credit card. I was fine. I was very happy. So I was like, okay, which one can I get? So while we were filling out the credit card application, she asked me which visa I am on. I said student visa surplus 500. She put that in, and as one of the last 3 questions was, is something going to change in the coming months? So that was one question, and it was a yes or no question. Personally, how a credit card is applied is that when you go to a Commonwealth Bank or whatever bank you're with, uska representative, they fill out a credit card application for you, and then it goes to the headquarters, and then either they accept it or deny it. Sorry, either they approve it or deny it. So that is how people get credit cards. You apply for a credit card in Australia through your local branch, and then it goes to the headquarters, to the head office, to see what the financials are, which credit card do they, which credit card suits their best needs, and basically what credit card are they eligible for. So ऐसा हुआ. One of the last questions was, is something going to change in the future? And something means, is something going to change with your visa? Is something going to change with your annual income? Is something going to change with your residency status? So she asked me, is something going to change? And I said, yes, I'm going to be applying for my new visa in March. So this visa ki validity is only till March 2024. Second thing I told her was that I will leave all these casual jobs and I will be starting a full-time job hopefully in January or February. तो उसका अलग package आएगा. So she said, oh, then you can't apply for a credit card right now. I was like, okay, why? So she said that even if I put no and put all of the things that you told me in the notes section, they will decline your request because substantial things are changing in the near future. काफी सारी चीजें, काफी major चीजें, like your residency status, your visa status, your annual income, everything is going to change in the near future. So she said that it's better if we don't apply for a credit card right now, because अगर आपका credit card का refusal आ जाता है आपके history में, that is bad for you once you're getting a house. So I said, okay, I will not apply. So because I had it in my mind that I will be making this video, तो मैंने पूछा कि okay, can international students get a credit card then? She said yes, but the only condition is that you need to have a job and you must be working in that job, or you must be working in any job for the past 3 months. So आपको 3 months के लिए काम करते रहना चाहिए, वो आपकी उनको फाइनेंशियल में ऑलरेडी दिख ही जाएगा. एंड उसके बाद आपको कंसिस्टेंट उसी जॉब पे कंसिस्टेंटली एक ही जॉब पे कंसिस्टेंटली काम करना है. एंड सेकंड, योर वीज़ा हैज़ टू बी फॉर अ सब्सटैंशियल अमाउंट. जैसे अगर आप वीज़ा पे आए हो स्टूडेंट वीज़ा पे, तो आपका स्टार्टिंग में 3 years का स्टूडेंट वीज़ा है. नाउ लेट्स से इफ यू कम इन February, गेट अ जॉब end of February, start working March, you work in that job, April you're working in that job, May you're working in that job, June you're working in that job. You can apply for a credit card in July because you're eligible for the application, because you've been working for 3 months. You can say that I'm getting 24 hours or 20 hours, let's say, and I'm earning this much, which makes my annual income, अगर आप वीक में लेट्स से 500 कमा रहे हो तो मंथ का 2000 हो गया. 2000 into 12 करके प्लस सुपर एनुएशन प्लस वो सब लगा के आप मान लो 25 से 30 हज़ार यूर अर्निंग इन अ ईयर. तो योर एनुअल इनकम, सजेस्टेड एनुअल इनकम विल बी देयर. नाउ व्हेन यू कम टू दैट क्वेश्चन वेयर आर थिंग्स गोइंग टू चेंज, you say no because you're on a student visa which is valid until the next 2.5 years, and also your annual income, because your annual income stays the same because you can only work for 24 hours a week, and that is how you can apply for a credit card. So yes, keep those things in mind, because once you apply for a credit card, it's good for you because it builds your credit history first. It'll be easier for you to get a house in the future once you're done with university, once you have a full-time job, and once you're ready to settle down, it's better. And yeah, your credit history keeps building on itself. Keep those things in mind. And if you're someone who wants to be proactive, if you're someone who wants to do all of those things so that it can be easier for you in the future, go ahead, talk to a representative of your bank account, of your branch, and they'll be able to tell you better. But this was my experience. This was the conversation that I had with a legit Commonwealth Bank representative, and I'm still in touch with her. Once I apply for my new visa, once I get my contract, and once I get my annual income package, I will be applying for a credit card and start building my credit score. If you have any questions, put them down in the comments below. I'll be happy to answer them. And if you have questions about any other topics as well, accommodation, jobs, anything else, put them down in the comments. That's it for me. See ya.